Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, as you can see, it's really empty. It's Monday morning, really cold. As you can see, I'm wearing my body warmer and my hat because it is freezing in here this morning. I hope you had a good weekend and chilled out. It was really nice. Just absolutely just had a lovely weekend. It just chilled out with the family. It was nice. Went to the zoo with the young'un. So yeah, it was good. It was nice just to chill out. But we're back on it. It's Monday, like I said, and we've got a busy week again. A very busy week. Today, I've got two cars that I need to bring in, and they both are not mine. They're just sort of private jobs that have come in, have messaged me and wants work done on their cars. They can obviously see what I'm doing and want some work done. So we'll get into that in a second. Before I do, guys, just a massive thanks to all the support on the channel with the videos, the comments and all that sort of stuff. The last video was about the Vauxhall Corsa, the black one, and that was probably 50-50 when it comes to good and positive and negative comments, I suppose I could say. They're not negative, but they're just panickers. The people that panic, the people that worry, the worriers. I'm not a worrier. As you know, I just crack on and just get on with it. You have to, otherwise you get nowhere. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that Vauxhall Corsa, the black one, but I'm not worried, guys. I really ain't worried about it. Looking at the damage, myself looking at the damage, we will look at the damage. I'll take it apart. We'll rip it apart in a couple of days. Not tomorrow, but probably Wednesday. So, yeah, just Wednesday, we'll tear that apart and have a look at it. But it's got to go to the body shop. No matter what, 100%, that's going to the body shop. So I won't be sort of getting involved in doing any of that pull, any of that movement. I did have a look at that back quarter where it's buckled a little bit on that back quarter arch bit on the top. And all I've done was I've got some, do you know those paintless dent removal tools? So I got one of those, stuck a tab on it, pulled it, and it come out. So I think that's nothing to do with the actual damage, but we'll get into that car, on Wednesday, guys. The other good news, over the weekend, I did come in here Saturday morning. I met a nice, one of my nice subscribers who keeps messaging me and looking for a car, Johnny. Nice to meet you on Saturday, Johnny. It was great. Thanks for the biscuits. Really appreciate it. And I will be looking for a car for you to do. Don't worry, guy. I will find one. We will get there. But it was nice. It was nice to meet you. So, yeah, thanks, Johnny. The other good thing, on Saturday, the white Vauxhall Corsa Limited Edition, that sold on Saturday morning. That's gone. Done. So that's good. Yeah, made a real nice chunk of change from that one. So that's great. And we just move on. We just move on and go on to the next car and move on to the next project. And that's what I do. So, yeah, that's a quick update of what happened. So that's it, guys. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right. Okay, guys. So, like I said, we're working on two cars today. And this is the first one. Now, this is obviously a Fiat 500. It's a 2014. It's not one of mine. I did not repair this car. It's not a salvage car. It's a complete straight car, but she bought it. And yeah, she just wants some work done on it and she wants to put it through an MOT. So I said, yeah, fine. I'll do all my checks. I'll do my normal stuff. And we'll have a look at it, see what's the matter with it, see what we need to do, change. We'll check the pads, discs, stuff like that, all the suspension. She did say she's having a knock-in coming from this side, so we've got to check to see what that is, and the steering as well. She's saying that obviously when you're doing the steering left to right, there's a crunching sound coming from the steering, so it could be the rack. We don't know, but let's dive into it. Let's see what we can find with this one. Get it for the MOT for her. We'll check everything, check the bulbs, we'll check all the fluids, check the window wipers, work all okay. And just do my normal checks that I will do on my own cars to get it through the MOT with no advisories. That's the plan. So this is the first one. And then I've got another one that we've got to do today as well. Once we get this one done and out of the way, we'll bring it in and I'll show you the second car. So we're doing 2 cars today. This one's booked for an MOT at 12 o'clock, so we'll take that at 12 o'clock. But let's, yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's get these wheels off. Let's have a good look around the car, and let's see what this knocking noise is coming from this corner. Probably a suspension, lower wishbone, drop link, something like that. But let's have a look, see if we can find it. So I'll set you up, guys. Let's do this. So, okay, guys. So as you see, yeah, I've just took the wheels off, done some investigation, just trying to sort of prod and move about stuff and see what's going on. I think I've found the knocking noise. So I've checked all the sort of underneath, the control arms, the drop links, you know, just checking to see if anything's loose or tight or whatever. And I've come across this at the back here. So as you can see, let me try and get the camera in there. So as you can see, it's mega touching the bottom part, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be sitting central to the bush, and you can see that it's dropped off the bush. The bush is right up here, and it should be sitting central. So that's fouled. That bush has fouled to this. And what's happening is, as she's driving and going over potholes, this control arm is going up and down. It's going bang, 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 and it's banging on this metal, and that's obviously what it is. I'll show you the other side to compare what it should be looking like. So let me get the camera. Here we go. So as you can see, there's a gap, and it's sitting central to the actual bush. It looks like that bush is starting to go as well. So she may, this might need changing a little bit down the line, but you know, I think what we'll do is we'll change the other side. Let me just come out a little bit. We'll change the other side, leave this side. If it does fail with MOT, I don't think it will, because it's still quite tight and sturdy in there. So I don't think it will, but it looks like it's going to fail at some point down the line. So yeah, and the brake pads are quite thin in there. So I think it's worth changing the pads as well. Discs are okay, got a slight lip on there, but I think the discs are okay to leave. So it's just going to be really, for the minute, because I'm still looking around the car, front brake pads and this lower control arm. The trouble is that it takes quite a bit of time getting this control arm off because of this. Hold on, let me spin that camera around. Let me spin the torch around. It takes a bit of time because you've got this inner or lower bar beam that's connected to the slam panel, I believe, if I remember rightly. I've done one of these for ages. So yeah, so that's got to come off, because inside there's a bolt that goes that way that hits this lower one here. There's a bolt that goes there. So it does take a bit of time to get this off. I have ordered one, and it's on its way. So whilst we're waiting for the parts to turn up, I can I can get involved and start sort of stripping this down and getting this back. But so far, it's the only thing that I've found, and I'm obviously checking springs on here so that the springs are still okay. So we've got to check the other side. Yeah, again, spring is okay. So that's good. But yeah, I'll keep going. I'll keep looking, keep searching. Let's get this stripped down, get the brake pads, the old ones off. Get this ready for the MOT. So let's carry on. I'll set you up. Let's do this. So guys, there we go. That seems a little bit excessive to take the whole bumper off. But there's no other way of getting to those 4 bolts. Them 2 there and them 2 there. They have to come out, and then that they are connected to this beam here, underneath here. And then once that's coming off, you can get to that bolt, which is, you can just see it's in there. But you can't get to that bolt unless this bar is out of the way. And you can't get that bar out of the way unless the bumper's off. So it's a case of, yeah, it's a case of just one of those jobs where you need to take off a load of bits and pieces to get to that actual part, which don't take long, but you just need to get everything else off. So that's why that's off. But yeah, we're definitely getting there. And hopefully we can get this through an MOT today, if not tomorrow morning. But I will keep you informed, let you know what's going on. But let me set you up. Let's carry on. I want to get this lower control arm off, get these bolts off, and carry on with this car. So, yeah, guys, let's do this. Right, okay, yep, just a quick update, guys. It's all off. I got the beam off, got the lower wishbone control arm off. I'll show you that now. Compared to the new one, is where it is really. So, yeah, you can see. So that part obviously was just knocking because it sits at a slight angle, this control arm, and it's sitting at a slight angle and it's banging. The metal is actually banging on the other part, and it needs to be like obviously the rubber, so it's not touching that gap like I showed you on the other side, on the passenger side. So yeah, we'll put this new one in, and that should be job done, and she shouldn't really have any problems or issues with that banging noise again, until the other side goes. But it's just, you know, typical wear and tear on any car really, bushes and that go. Sometimes you can replace that bush, you can push it out, but for what it is, it's not really worth it, because the other bushes might go, like that bush might go, or that might go. So it's worth just changing the whole thing, and then it's job done then. So I nearly bloody dropped it then. So but yeah, so let me get this in. It's going to be a little bit tricky with one hand. So let me set you up. Let's get that back in. Then we'll go for the brake pads, and then we'll put it all back together. So let's do this, guys. Right, okay, so let's give you an update of what I've done. Well, you can see what I've been doing, but you got a new lower control arm, which is in the correct position with the gap at the bottom, sitting very nicely now. So that's good. Brake pads are done. Comes with new circlips and a piece like that, so that's all good. Comes with a wear indicator sensor as well on both sides. I've put like copper grease all over where it should be as well, both sides. So yeah, this should be really good for her now. And obviously it will pass the MOT knowing that the pads are done and the lower control arm's done. I'm still, as I'm doing things, still checking, still feeling it, still pulling stuff around, still checking stuff. But it's all looking pretty good when it comes to the suspension side now. What else? We'll put the bumper on, and then once we get the bumper on, then I can look at the lights, look at the daytime running lights, plug them back in, make sure the bulbs are working there before I do up the wheel arches. Sorry guys, I'm rushing around, losing my breath. It's tiring. Don't know if I'm gonna get onto the second car that I was talking about. There was supposed to be two cars today, but I think because of the amount of time it takes to do this, compared to let's just say a Fiesta, the lower control arm on the Fiestas is just the 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and it's down or out. This, you got to take the bumper off. Well, you saw me do the work. You got to take the bumper off. Got to take that bar off. It's the bolts behind the bar. There's a lot more work in this. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I'll be getting to that second car today. But, as long as we get this one through, as long as we get this one MOT today and finished, then that's, that's just another job done. We've got another one, just had another message from someone. I actually done the car, and now they're coming back to me and saying, look, I've got problems with the discs and the pads or whatever. I think they've overworn them or whatever. So they want me to do that. It's not on a warranty. I sold it to him a few months back now. So it is down to him wear and tear or whatever. And yeah, he just wants me to have a look at it. But we'll be doing that on Thursday. So that's another one coming in. And then, yeah, really busy this week, guys. I just seem to be doing, I don't know if it's like half and half now. So is it half and half salvage work and half this kind of work, where it's obviously repairs and that sort of stuff on cars? It's getting that way. I think it's getting half and half. I don't mind doing these kind of jobs, and I will help people out as much as I can, and I'm obviously going to be cheaper than another garage that's got bigger overheads, and I can sort of keep that cost down for the customer. Basically, that's what it is. So, yeah, I don't want to sort of do too much, because I don't just want to be a garage doing the mechanics. I want salvage and resurrecting, bringing back to life salvage cars is where I'm sort of definitely at. That ain't going to change, but it's nice just to, it's nice to break it up a little bit, get a bit of content out for you guys, a bit different, and just see. It's like I just want to show you like what I'm doing on a daily basis, what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, basically. Yeah. So, okay, guys, that's enough waffling. Some of you like it, some of you don't. Let's crack on. Let's get this bumper back in place and let's go over the whole car, check it ready for the MOT. We have got to do one thing for the MOT, which is, hold on, let me just get a cloth because I don't want to touch your door handle. She got a rear wiper blade for this. It's kind of fouled, so we've got to change that over for her. So we'll do that as well. Check all the bulbs, make sure there's all the number plate bulbs are working underneath there and stuff like that. We'll check all those, check all the lights. And yeah, let's get it ready for them. I've spoke to the guy and we've put it back an hour, the MOT, because of the amount of trouble. He said, no problem, just give him a call when it's ready, and he'll try and book it in this afternoon. If not, it'll be first thing in the morning. But let's try and get this one finished today, guys. The whole lot done, finished, MOT'd, and back to the owner. So yeah, let me carry on. Let's do this. Right, guys, that's it. I think we're complete. I've gone all over the car, checked everything else out, topped up the fluids where needed, the washer, the bottle for the windscreens and the rear, checked all the bulbs. So yeah, I think we're there. I think we've gone over the whole lot, and I think we're there, ready to take it to the MOT centre. I've done the rear wiper blade as well, so that's all done. So that's all new and sorted. I've checked all the bulbs at the back, everything else, you know, it's all there, it all works. So yeah, I think we're ready. Let me take it over there. Well, let me give him a quick call to make sure that he can put me in, and then we'll get it through. And then when I come back, I will let you know exactly what happens with this one with the MOT. But fingers crossed, guys, that this should go through for her. And that's it. She shouldn't have any more problems. I will obviously drive it to the MOT centre, and I will, you know, listen and hear and feel any sort of weird noises coming from the driving, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, just to sort of double check that, you know, it sounds okay. But you just never know with the MOT centres. They look underneath, don't they? So they take it right up. They look underneath, and they sort of, you know, they find bits and pieces that they're not happy with, and that could fail it, or, you know, advisory. But we're trying to get it through with an advisory-free MOT. That's the plan. So leave it with me for now. Let me come back to you. Let's get this through the MOT. Let's do this. Right, guys, I am back from the MOT centre. And, yeah, let me show you what we've got. So, MOT pass, no advisories. And that's exactly what I try and aim for. If we left it, that would have been a foul. Definitely, 100% for sure. I spoke to him, he said, how bad was it? Was it knocking? I said, yeah, it's collapsed. The actual bush itself collapsed, and that's banging on the bottom of the thing. He went, yeah, it would have been a foul then. So, that's great news, yeah? I've replaced it. I've got it all through. Made sure that this car has now got its MOT, and that's what it's all about, guys. I think it's just nice to see, you know, if someone brings me a car and says, look, it's due an MOT, can you go over the car, have a look at it, check it all over, and get it through the MOT for me. Instead of just taking it to the MOT centre, waiting for the foul, and then repairing the actual repairs, the failures that's on the MOT. Get it done, get them looked at, get it repaired before, and then the car history looks better sort of going forward. The car history looks better because it's got a better MOT history. So you could tell someone's looked after it, done the repairs, looked at it before the MOTs. So there we go. That's another one done, guys. So that is going to be the end of today's video. In tomorrow's video, we are doing Rex to Riches. We're on car 2 up there on the Peugeot 207. It is booked for the MOT already. I'm quite confident that we can get this done and in an MOT tomorrow, and we will find out hopefully tomorrow if it passes the MOT. But again, I'm going to do all my checks, go all over the car, do whatever I can to make sure that we get advisory-free MOT on the car, rather than sort of, yeah, we don't want no fouls, basically. And that has always been my aim. So that's tomorrow's video. Really appreciate the support, guys. Don't forget to drop me a comment if you've got anything to say on today's video or anything that I'm doing. Drop me a comment, give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And like, share, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Take care.